Covering the Susquehanna Valley, you're watching News 8 at 11 with Ann Shannon, meteorologist Dr. John Scala, and Sports with Mike Straub. Now, coverage you can count on continues.
For many folks, Sunday is church day, and that is the case in York County, but instead of a traditional church, some people there are heading to a nightclub for their service. Here's News 8's Carrie Fairchild.
Fat Daddy's nightclub in York sees crowds at night, but Sunday morning? This is church. You won't find hymns or an organ here. Instead, electric guitars. It's a new church which calls itself Action Church. It rents out space here at this bar.
What makes a church? Is it the steeple? Is it the preacher, the pulpit, the pews, or is it Jesus? And that's kind of our whole point here.
It's an unlikely place to talk about Jesus.
His first miracle was he turned water into wine, so I think he would be fine with that.
They sip on coffee here and take in songs and a sermon.
They were asking this to trick Jesus. We know there's a huge market out there of people who are not going to go to church, and we're the church for them.
A different sound than what you're used to hearing at church, you know, it's not your traditional, so I think a lot of people were into it.
The crowd here, a mix of all ages.
I just celebrated 2 years of, January 11th, 2 years alcohol-free, and to be able to come back to a place like this that I used to party in and, have some wisdom, and it's awesome.
I think once this church takes off, sweetheart, there's not going to be any stopping it.
This is just a practice service. The actual church starts February 10th, and they hope to pack this place with more than 200 people.
Pastor Don Record, who's a painter by trade, will head up the church. He grew up as the son of a Baptist minister. This is a twist on the traditional, but he hopes to accomplish the same as his father, bringing people to faith.
We think if you're going to connect with people who don't go to church, you have to go where the church doesn't normally go.
In York County, Carrie Fairchild, News 8.
Well, the pastor of Action Church actually came up with the idea for the church in a bar last summer, but it took several months to make it a reality. For more information, we have a link on our website, WGAL.com.